Zeyn Lambat.
Hey man, Jumbo, what are you saying, bro?
Wait, I haven't started. Let's start now. Exciting times, you know. Alhamdulillah for myself and my humble following and listeners. We have hit a milestone today, the 10th episode. Subhanallah.
How do you feel now that you've started? Because you know you're someone that procrastinates.
Here we go.
You procrastinate a lot. What the what are you wearing, bro?
We'll beep it. Actually, nah, he's being funny.
Why are you scared? Tell me, give me an example. What were you scared about?
About starting businesses.
Yeah, tell me, what were you scared about?
Yeah, all right, bro.
Experience, it leads to you making the best decisions in life. Now, obviously, through experience, you know, I've grown to become a marketer. You know, it's these little things that we focus in our lives that essentially pieces us together. You know, I've not found someone to like be my messiah and say to me, Zeyn, you know, today you're gonna start traveling the whole world and you're gonna make money. No, I found that opportunity myself, you know, being in like situations where like, bro, I genuinely thought I wouldn't come home. Like, you know, where you're having the military all like pointing guns at you, you know, due to like racism and hating the fact that you're Muslim. That's why, you know, this happened in Bosnia, by the way. It's a crazy story, man. The police are there, military trucks are there, there's guns there. Bro, wallahi, I thought I'm never gonna see my family again.
Zeyn Lambat.
Hey man, Jumbo, what are you saying, bro?
Wait, I haven't started. Let me start now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Exciting times, you know. Alhamdulillah for myself and my humble following and listeners. We have hit a milestone today, the 10th episode. Subhanallah. Now the thing is,
Smashed it, bro.
bro, shukran man, jazakallah
A long
khair.
time coming.
Naam. I'm here now. There isn't anyone better to hit this milestone with than my brother, the one and only Zeyn Lambat. Sema
What you
Lambat.
say, my bro?
Thanks
Say,
for
man,
coming,
Jumbo.
bro.
All good, my bro. All good.
Let me talk a bit more to our audience, yeah. When I started this podcast, or before I started this podcast, I pitched to Zeyn, like, bro, I want to start this podcast. I want it to be a bit different. I had all of these like ideas and fantasies in my head. I want it to be like this. I want it to be like a movie. And I'm sure he can remember all these things. And he always said one thing to me: Why are you not starting? Do it. Just do it, bro. Just do it. And this is Zeyn, yeah. Zeyn Maskin, like, he always thinks, he doesn't want to sound bad, and he always says, bro, I don't want to be bad, bro. I don't want to sound bad, bro. Yeah, but just do it, bro. You know, just do it. Look, I know what you want from me, but why don't you just do it? And if there's another episode, another brother of mine, brother of ours, Gaff, train with Gaff. He's the one that told me, you know what? There's a studio doing. I thought, you know what? It's there. Why don't I just book this studio and then hit the ground running? And alhamdulillah, 10th episode, and it might seem not a large number, but for me it's a lot, you know, to reach from episode number 1 to episode number 10. It takes a lot to run this thing, and wallahi, if it wasn't for the people who are supporting me, my brother like Zeyn Lambat, who's at beginning he was like, just do it, because I know how he is like, but without him I don't think I'll be here. And of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all of your du'as. Sema Lambat. After I said that,
tell me, how do you feel? How do you feel now that you've started? Because you know you're someone that procrastinates.
here we go.
You procrastinate a lot,
Yeah.
and of course, you know, some of our viewers might agree.
Yes.
You know, Hassan, sometimes he doesn't know an industry, but he thinks he knows it. You know, that's just.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. How do I feel about the podcast? I mean, it's a milestone, but it's about you. So I'll answer the question. I feel it just hit me right now that subhanallah, that I'm here. It's my podcast, but really it's ours. Just like you have your own companies, but it's really, they're not yours. They're
I mean, you know, before you carry on, for the viewers, if you can pause this, watch his first video and then watch this.
Yeah.
Watch video number 10. And you can see the progression. But yeah,
subhanallah, the quality that we have now, I wouldn't have reached without you, subhanallah, with all of your effort, your help. And I can't begin to even mention the things that you do, yani, subhanallah, to get me here. And I'm very fortunate to even have you as a friend, even though I give you the most grief out of all your friendship circle. It's a lot to manage me. But alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah reward you immensely. People don't really know this side of you, you know. And alhamdulillah, it's good. You know, I don't want people to know this whole side of you. It should be only for us guys. But yeah, the 10th episode is hard without your the support system, and I believe in a support system, without your friends and family pushing you on, being understanding, and of course it's not easy. You have some skepticism, some what's the word? I can't think of the word now.
The doubters.
You have the doubters.
The doubters.
What's it called? The criticism. You have some criticism. Can you really do it? Is it just another podcast? And then you have to remind yourself, why am I even doing the podcast? But it's a lot of hard work. So, I mean, credit to anyone who's on like 200th episode. Subhanallah. The 10th episode took a lot, and we're here now. And I have Zeyn, and we have so much more to talk about. I don't think this hour or hour and a half is going to be enough. But let's start. Mr. Shah Rukh Khan himself.
That's where we ended the last one.
Yeah,
it was quick.
Yeah.
It was quick.
But it was good. We got good reviews. People have watched it.
Yeah. Still need to launch it, but you know.
I mean, by the time hopefully we've released this one, we'll have that reel, and Mr. Shah Rukh Khan would have seen the video. I want to ask you something, bro. When that jacket was given to your late father, Allah alham, what happened to it? Was he wearing it for a little bit? Was you there? Did you witness the exchange? Did he come back home with it? What happened, bro?
No, so I was there, man. So, it was, I grew up in Africa from my younger years, and Africa always holds a special place in my heart. And I'm glad this experience happened in Africa. So, I mean, when did Shah Rukh Khan come to Africa?
He probably never went again.
Exactly.
Maybe. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think he might have. Africa's progressed a lot.
Yeah.
If he doesn't come Zanzibar, he better come soon.
Explore Zanzibar's gonna host it, bro. Yeah.
But now, it's a special experience that happened in Africa alone, and I was there to witness it. Alhamdulillah, I was young. I was quite a young child, but it was in a place called Durban. It basically. It was in 1998, I believe, called the Awesome Foursome Show. And my dad, he was in the crowd. My dad was going crazy. If you know who my father is, he's a very crazy man. Like, he was someone with a lot of energy. He was very unique in his own character. And, he saw Shah Rukh Khan come on stage, and he's there on the chair, waving this scarf that he had.
Yeah.
Waving it like crazy. He's wearing like this bright blue, like Versace shirt back then. I remember my dad used to go to Dubai. He used to tell me, Dubai is this city. It's upcoming. It's coming. One day I bought this blue Versace top. I'm going to wear it in front of Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
And he's waving this flag, this scarf, sorry. He's waving this scarf, and then Shah Rukh Khan took notice of him. He's like, yo, come on stage.
Okay.
Come on stage. My dad went on stage, and of course in the last podcast you'll see why this event actually happened in the first place. But he's gone on stage, and then they've spent like a moment just having like a little Q&A. I don't quite remember exactly what they were asking each other.
Yeah.
But they had like a few exchanges of words, all friendly exchanges, and then they had a dance off.
No way.
Yeah, man, they had a dance off, and my mother back then was a photographer. Unfortunately, she took some really bad photos. The photos we do have are a little bit blurry, but she was a photographer, and we took a few shots.
Yeah,
and then it must have lasted about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I mean, it's a long time.
That's like a lifetime, bro.
That's like a lifetime. If you're on stage, on a stage performance, it was quite long actually.
As well.
Yeah, they danced to a full song.
Yeah,
and then Shah Rukh Khan said, here's this jacket I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Take it off, here it's yours. And then since then my dad, he used to wear it. But
wait. Did you realize what an epic moment that was? Did you know the jacket at that time, or did you watch the film after?
No, so when that film hadn't even been launched yet. This film had just been
released.
This film was just shot. It got released after.
Wow.
And then after, you realize the significance, and I think now you realize the significance even more, because you're like, damn, this song
crazy.
is
So the
gone
film wasn't
crazy.
even released at
yeah,
that
yeah,
time.
exactly, man.
So you just thought, Shah Rukh Khan's been kind.
yeah, exactly that, man.
Yeah.
Exactly that, man. Yeah, man. So the thing is, when this film like came out, I was like, whoa, that's the red jacket that he's given my dad. You know, because he did mention to my dad that, you know, I've just filmed in this jacket. Here, you can have it now. It's yours. Keep it. And then for that show, he got it embroidered in big at the back of the jacket, like Shah Rukh Khan.
Wow.
And then yeah, man. So I think that film, you know, it being there serves like a good purpose and a good evidence essentially, right? That you know, this jacket is now my dad's, man. So yeah, man.
So let me paint a scenario for you, bro.
Yeah.
So let's say Shah Rukh Khan reaches out to you, and be like, you know what? I've been looking for this jacket. It was an iconic moment. I loved that film. I loved the sequence of that song. Can I have it back? What is our response? Because I know it's like a family owned type of thing, right?
Yeah. Now you know what it is like. If you asked me this 10 years ago, I would have said, nah.
Yeah.
If you asked me this 5 years ago, I would have said, probably if the price is right.
Yeah.
You ask me now, I think, you know what it is, like when you grow up in life, you realize that, I mean, this is getting very deep. I'm getting like beyond the point a little, but you know, you realize that, you know, materialistic things in life don't really matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's happiness, right?
Yeah.
If you want it, take it, but the price still has to be right. The price still has to be right. But now, you know, it was a jacket that's sentimental to him. It's special to him. I'm sure it's special to a lot of people, you know, who realize this is actually the jacket from that film.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, this is my decision. You know, it's not just my jacket now. Me, my siblings, we all collectively all own it together.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
But to stay on this sentimental point, the jacket was given to your father, and your father's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Allah arham, and may we all meet in Jannatul Firdaus. It's actually in technical terms, it's your father's jacket. It's not really Shah Rukh Khan's jacket.
Nah, exactly.
Because he gifted it to your father.
Man, you're making me feel guilty now, man. You're putting this perspective into me.
No, this is what I'm saying. So this is the things that you will have to consider.
Yeah, man.
So when Shah Rukh Khan reaches out, and hopefully we do get to meet the superstar and we have a conversation, or you have a conversation with him, hopefully it's on camera. But I just wish that we go to India and interview this guy.
Nah, man, I'd love to, man. Imagine he sees that video, bro.
Yeah, it'll be
he
crazy.
realizes this is the guy with the red jacket.
We'll have to do the China sequence, bro, with the train. We'll have to find a train or something.
Hey, bro,
but yeah, going back to the
I ain't
point.
climbing on no train, cuz.
Going back to that point, it's actually your father's jacket. Now, I know how you feel about your father, and obviously I don't have, my mother has passed on as well. We tend to hold on to these things. Yes, they're sentimental, and we're Muslims, and there's a difference of opinion in Islam holding on to things like that. But if it was me and my family, Shah Rukh Khan's not getting this jacket, bro. Shah Khan can't take a picture of it.
Say he says to you, bro, I'm gonna give you 20 mil for this jacket. What would you do then?
20 mil. Bro, he's having problems budgeting his Red Chili's production. I'm joking. 20 mil, I'll have to have a conversation with my family and be like, towards my mother's legacy, let's say it was my mother's jacket, maybe he'll help out. But yeah, numbers do matter, don't they?
Numbers matter, man.
Okay, all right, man. Let's go on to the next thing. Yeah. Now you are known amongst our small, let's say, circle. I mean, even the wider circle, that you're a person who's attention to detail. Yeah, you want things a certain type of way.
This conversation's not going to be good, is it?
No. It's going to be a perfect conversation, yeah? And you want things a certain type of way. You know, I believe, and credit to everyone who is this way, how you do small things is how you do everything in life, yeah? So how you eat is how you run a company. Whether you believe that or not, that's another thing. But I truly believe that, because I analyze a lot of people, and I give a lot of people benefit of doubt on how their behaviors are and their characters are. So when someone can't help themselves and they're extremely attention to detail, I'm like, you know what, mashallah, that's how he is. He's not really a selective person. So it's not really out of animosity. And having said that, let's move into branding. And the way I prerequisite the branding question to that sort of introduction. Let me take off this top. This is the famous Explore Zanzibar.
Why are you doing this to me for?
Halal Food Festival top. Now those, and I'm gonna address the viewers a little bit. Now those who know me and know Zeyn will know what we're talking about here, wearing this top, this Explore Zanzibar top. Now let me just give another introduction for the viewers who don't know.
I don't know what that t-shirt is.
Hold up a little bit, yeah. Now, Zeyn runs a company with my cousin in Zanzibar called Explore Zanzibar. And mashallah, when he first launched this company, I've always been a flag bearer of my hometown and where I was born, my home country, my home island. And anything got to do with Zanzibar, I'm very protective over. When Zeyn launched this company, I felt like this was my company. I was so proud of it. It's the first company outside of Africa that's doing something that's never been done before. You know, when you get excited and you feel like, you know what, I am affiliated. Not only am I affiliated because it's a company that services my island and takes people from all over the world and for them to enjoy the island of Zanzibar. It's also a company close to me because it's run by a close friend of mine, Zeyn, and my cousin. So the Halal Food Festival, which is Zeyn's other company, started. And then there was a Explore Zanzibar stand. And I was thinking in my brain, obviously, I'm thinking, you know what? Let me make a special shirt, and he's gonna agree, yeah, a special shirt for the for the Halal Food Festival, Explore Zanzibar shirt that is within the colours of Halal Food Festival. And anyone who's attended Halal Food Festival, even if you go and look in their branding colours now, you see a little bit of pink, a little bit of bluish and stuff like that. And I thought, let me get excited, let me do this. And I kind of run it through Zeyn a little bit. But obviously he was busy, he was stretched thin, he didn't have time to respond. And then he sees me, I roll up in the stand wearing this. And Zeyn's response, what was your response, bro? Let's talk about your response and then we'll go on what branding is.
You might have to beep something. What the fuck were you wearing, bro?
We'll beep it. Actually, nah, he's being funny.
Nah,
he didn't use the F word.
Nah, I didn't. But you know what it is? Let me tell you something, yeah? Through all the years of me working, you know, creating brands, experience speaks volumes, right? And I feel experience, it leads to you making the best decisions in life. Now, obviously, through experience, you know, I've grown to become a marketer. And I've learned like the fundamentals of marketing. And, you know, you spoke about attention to detail, my attention to detail. And, you know, it's these little things that we focus in our lives that essentially pieces us together. And I feel if I wasn't that attentive to now look, don't get me wrong, like there are some areas where I kind of like shift my focus into the attention to detail side where whenever my circle around me wants to start a project, a business, I'm like, just do it. Just get started. Whenever I think of something, I'll message my boy, bro, let's do this. I'll message my boy Gaff, let's do this. I'll message a boy, bro, you know what? Let's do this, bro. Yeah. You know, let's start a yacht. Yeah. But you know, it's those wild ideas that come and you just start. And you know, I'm strong on the fact that, you know, you start something and you perfect it as you go on. But you know, there's certain things that, you know, I do as well that I feel that, you know, I've perfected over the years, and branding is one of them. And, you know, when we started Explore Zanzibar, you know, I put our secondary color as like a sort of cream off white. I put our primary colors as like the yellow of the sun. I put the green, the palm trees that you see in Tanzania.
I'm laughing.
Now, you know, now, you know, the thing is, you see, branding is so important. You know, the colors of your brand. And it's personal. You know, it evokes an emotion when someone sees it.
Exactly.
I want someone to know who Explore Zanzibar is when they see me a mile away. You know, I want them to see and they see these colors. They're like, yeah, you know what? That's Explore Zanzibar. When you go to Zanzibar, you see a man wearing an off-white top with a palm tree in his hand, you know that's Explore Zanzibar without even seeing the logo. That's how I want people to feel.
Yeah.
Now, when I see some guy rock up with a salmon color, you don't even get salmon in Zanzibar, bro.
But who said that this had to do with Zanzibar? This had to do with Halal Food Festival colors. But anyways, finish your point and then I'll make my point.
But yeah. But now look, now, you know, I think for me, we had a Explore Zanzi stand at the festival, and then I see our brother Hassan over here, wearing a pink top. And then I'm like, bro, where do you not be? Do you the stand's here? Do you understand here or do you understand here? Like, who you with, cuz? Like, you can't be with both here, But now that's obviously the funny side of the story. But, immediately what struck me was like, yo, what are these colors? He's like, bro, I told you I'm wearing this. I'm like, bro, you didn't, bro. I got 20,000 people to like keep happy right now. Like, how am I gonna like focus on what you want? I thought you're getting a t-shirt. I'm like, I thought you know our logos. Where did you even find that colored logo, cuz? But yeah, man, long story short, I wasn't very happy, but it's fine. He's my brother. But yeah, man, go on, tell me your side of the story.
All right, listen, I mean, let's not drag this on for the viewers because they don't really know the in and outs, right?
Yeah, man.
I want to talk about branding more. I had a process in my head why I chose these colors as well. I can define them myself. So my question to you is, branding, when it comes to branding and colors, right? Even when we run a business, we all have like processes and structures that we've defined and justified in our head. Me choosing these colors didn't come about accidentally. It came about, I even thought of process of elimination as well, because of the people that you had running your stand and the shirts that I got, and this was the excess shirt. Because it wasn't really a shirt because remember, your festival was for 3 days?
2 days, 2 days, yeah.
Okay. Was it 2 days?
2 days, yeah.
So you had 3 people running the stand,
yeah,
including another cousin of ours, and I didn't have a shirt anymore. So I thought, you know what? That nice shirt that I did, my own opinion, was a nice shirt. It's in line with, because I can easily launch a company and say, you know what? These colors, yes, I do have defined colors, but I can say these colors are for the special festival that we're doing. Because even, how do we know about branding in colors, really, if you read about it historically? Football teams have colors that are religious. There's a religious doctrine on it. But if you look at West Ham or Arsenal, they've got different Champions League colours. They've got different Europa League colours. Even their crests, which is almost blasphemous to change, you'd think. But they even changed the colour of the crest pertaining to the environment and to the, let's say, a festival or the occasion. So I was thinking, and I run it by you because I know you, bro. I was thinking, because of the Halal Food Festival, and you had many colours there, you had all your media guys wearing black tops, right? You had all the influencers wearing a different color tops. You was also wearing a different color top. So I thought, you know what? Let me do this. But that reaction on your face...
Let me stop you. So you saw the media team wearing all black.
Yes.
You saw the festival purple.
Yes.
Now you come to the Explore Zanzi stand, you see it's brown, green with the browns, and you see the whole team wearing these cream-colored tops with our green and yellow logo. But then we see Hassan.
Yeah. But that's
who's the center of attention.
Exactly. What was I there to do?
No, you were there to promote us, but okay. At the end of the day, look.
No, wait. I wanted to be center of attention to get people's attention so I can sell the holidays, right? And if you remember your stand was bamboo color, right? And if you look at the palettes, this is salmon, it's closer to the bamboo. I couldn't get the off-white that you had because only you and the boy had it. And I wanted that to begin with, right? So you didn't have off-white. For the other people who was running the stand, they had white only, because I did some of the white onlys. And I thought, I want to stand out on this. And to get personal a little bit, I was extremely angry and pissed off at you. Why you had such a reaction? Because I thought, you know what? I'm doing this for my brother. Why did he have such a reaction? Instead of saying, you know what? Laugh at me and say, you're dumb, bro. You're stupid, bro. Because that's what I would have done to you. But of course, I'm not you. I'll be like, what are you doing, man? You idiot, blah, blah. And then he would have been it. But because we had such a back and forth saying, these are my colors, these are your colors. Colors are not stagnant. I didn't go into Explore Zanzi and redefine your colors. It was just, I got excited and thought, you know what? Let me do this extra one, which I actually told you about it, and you didn't respond. And I thought, you know what? Let me stand out. That way, I'm a big guy anyways. People will come to me. And you know, when I walked in that day, a few people goes, oh, what? Are these the special food festival colors, yeah? And everyone was spudding me. And then I knew that if I see Zeyn, then I'll know how good it is when Zeyn sees it. Even today, bringing this story, I thought, you know what? I was even speaking to someone, and I was like, shall I make this subject? He goes, nah, man, just leave it. So I said it, and I was like, no, let's talk about it, because I want to talk about definition of branding. So if we go back to definition of branding, are they religious? Are they stagnated? Or is there room for movement pertaining on occasions?
I mean, it depends. Of course, there's room for improvement pertaining on occasions. Like if I was to run a campaign, that,
movement,
you know,
I was saying
that,
movement,
yeah. If I was to run a campaign that, you know, it's the festival, we've got limited edition t-shirts, then by all means, you know, uniform is so important, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you see great companies and you see great football teams.
Foot Locker, let's say.
Yeah,
Foot Locker's got a uniform.
Yeah, Foot Locker's got a uniform.
Yeah.
But let's say a football team, the example you showed, you know, they've got like this purple kit for the Champions League. You're not going to see them all wearing different things, because how are you going to highlight and differentiate if they're a team?
Goalkeeper wears a different colour.
I mean, the goalkeeper, like,
it differentiates him as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, the goalkeeper though.
So my train of thinking, I wanted to stand out as the top seller of holidays at the Explore Zanzi stand. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah,
you should
go
have
ahead.
put you at the lake outside the NEC with the salmon t-shirt, isn't it? You know.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know, I think you see the thing is, with branding, it sells a message. Like you see, my form of marketing, the way I like to sell products, I don't like to sell something through someone just seeing a product scream at them.
Yes.
You see, I build businesses proactively. I hate building reactive businesses. Now, what I mean by that is, a reactive business is you might be selling a product on Amazon.
Yes.
You sell a product on Amazon. After 2 weeks, that product is not as hot as it was. You now source a different product and you're selling another product. Now, I can't do that. For me, that way of working just doesn't work. You know, I can't every couple of weeks, you know, think of like another product to sell, you know, find something different just to like make money.
Yes.
I like to create a product or a business based on a story.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I've done with everything that I've built.
Experience.
Exactly. And when I sell something to someone, I like to sell a feeling.
Yeah.
You know, whenever we have people that inquire about Explore Zanzi, oh my God, I've seen your videos. Oh my God, like the water looks amazing. Like they already feel good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And now that it's something that takes time to build, but the rewards pay off later. You know, back to the Amazon example, you might make money in 2 weeks. You might make a killing in 2 weeks. But if you don't get the right product after that, you've got to depend on the funds that you made with the previous product. With this, I feel there's more longevity.
Yeah.
I feel there's a lot more value. And, you know, I'm someone like, now I'm at a stage in life where like, I want to exit the companies that I've created. You know, I want to look at selling my first company. And for me, that's like the next accomplishment. Like I've done startups, I've scaled startups, I've created like standards of procedures. I've generated, you know, 6 to 7 figures in like income, in turnover, not profit. You know, leave my language. But you know, it's the you see all these milestones I've achieved, right?
Mashallah. Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, we've got to keep finding new goals to, you know, challenge ourselves and to make ourselves better. And I think, you know, it comes down to like, you know, having that sort of, you know, that dangerous attitude. You know, like I feel, you know, whenever you get money in life, whenever money comes, you know, life gets better, right? You know, we've all got our own success stories. You know, life used to be tough, but yeah, money will just make life better, bro. You know, it's.
I don't know. I haven't earned it yet. I haven't got it. Mashallah.
Nah, you know, money does make life better. But you know, at the end of the day, it's always purpose. It's always down to purpose. But then the thing, when you get too comfortable in life, it creates fear inside us. So, for example, back when you were 16, you'd probably go and do a backflip. Right now that you're probably probably I'd say let's come to an agreement that you're probably a bit more comfortable in life right now than you were at 16, right?
100%, yeah.
You probably won't take that risk to do the backflip again because you've got a lot more to lose. because essentially as your life has gone
Unless it's
better.
in Forodhani and I'm doing a backflip off there, yeah.
But unless now that your life has got slightly better, you take less risk, and naturally we all do that as human
But do
beings.
you think at 16 we took more risk because we felt like our life is better, or we're just naive and we wanted to
I
have
felt
fun?
like we probably didn't have anything to lose then.
Yeah, but
Like we get to a stage
do
in
you
life.
think that's more of a better life than now, than that we're living in fear?
It depends how you sort of see that. But now this is where I get to my next point, is that create things that you feel that you can get out your comfort zone. You've got to keep creating these opportunities for yourself, because the minute you start getting comfortable, and it's not a good thing. This is why I'm talking, this is why I want to bring the next point up, because whenever we create these elements of fear, we get too comfortable and we take less risk in life.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you know, you meet these old people who want to start companies, who want to do, like, you know, say crazy things in life.
Yeah.
They'll always take a step back to assess the situation and feel if it's right. For example, myself, you know, I was scared of doing a bungee jump.
Yeah, bro.
You know, me and Abui,
in Zambia.
we went to South Africa, Cape Town, did the garden route. I went and stood in front of the bungee jump. I thought, nah, I'm not doing this. And then the guy said to me, close in 15 minutes. You know, do it? I'm like, bro, 15 minutes, not enough time, cuz, you know, boy,
Why do I
we
mean,
can't be doing this bungee jump right now, because, yo, he's not gonna leave. He's gonna leave me hanging at the bottom, you know.
no, just on that. Why did you decide to jump?
No, so this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Now with me, I've got this thing. When I start something, when I've started this journey of doing this bungee jump, I have to do it. And I'm someone that whenever I start something, I have to finish it.
But you're not the maintainer.
I have to figure it
you're
out.
not
But that's the
maintain
thing, I do it. I don't maintain it. I've done it. I move on.
That's not true though.
I'm not going to keep doing a bungee jump.
I don't believe that you're not a maintainer, but finish your point. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
but
can tell you.
But the thing is, like, look, so last year, did a bungee jump, conquered my fear. And I'm always looking at the next thing, because, you know, we've got to keep fighting our fears. We've got to keep creating opportunities for ourselves to get out of our comfort zone. Before, it was our parents that used to tell us, do this, this is not right, that's right, do this, you know, keep pushing yourself. You know, back when we were younger, it was our friends. Right now, we're at a stage in life where we have such a close circle, and we don't have that many people trying to force us out our comfort zone.
So what are you saying, that it's hard for people to start businesses and to be entrepreneurs? Is that what you're saying? To start the new ventures and
Not necessarily. It
Yeah.
depends how you see. I don't think anything in life is hard. I think everything in life, you just have to figure it out.
Do you
know,
think people are scared though?
yeah, of course they're scared.
I'll tell you, I'm scared.
The thing is, look, right? Fear is something, it's a process we create for ourselves. Fear doesn't exist. Fear is a feeling that we create. Why are you scared? Tell me, give me an example. What were you scared about?
About starting businesses.
Yeah, tell me, what were you scared about?
Okay.
In
So-
a very simplistic high level.
Yeah, all right, bro. Come on. Man said a simplistic high level, you know.
Yeah, man.
In the same sentence. All right, bro. Okay, let's say starting a business. I would say, but it's different. Remember, you know me. I'm a whole different type of human being, yeah? When you talk about comfortability, I'm already comfortable. My fears are not the normal person's fears. It's not, my fears are not like, I won't be able to make rent next month. I won't be able to feed my family next month. Those are not my fears. Because most people say, I won't leave my 9 to 5 and start a company because I have to wake up every day and have that pressure and making a certain type of threshold, cover expenses, blah, blah. 9 to 5, I know my expenses every month are covered. That's not why I was scared. I was scared. I was scared. One, because I'm as you say, I'm a procrastinator. I might do it half-heartedly and not do it to the best of my ability. That's one of my fears. Like, why would I start something if I won't see it through? Because I get comfortable too easily, as you say. The second thing is, if I'm to sell a product, and the same question I asked Train with Gaff earlier, why would they want my product? I'm putting myself out there. That's a fear, you know, the fear of rejection. I don't care, you know, I don't care if someone rejects me face to face. But when you put in hard work and thought and sweat onto something and into something, and it might not be the best. Obviously, it won't be the best to begin with, and you're growing. But you have this. I had this fear that why would they want my product anyways? Imagine it doesn't go. So that was my fear.
But now look, it's all down to mindset shift. Now you're scared someone's not going to buy your product. For me, I don't fear that. This is how I see things. It's about how you train your mind. And this is why I keep encouraging people to get out their comfort zone. Start something you've never done before. Speak to people you've never spoken to before. You know, do something that you know that's going to challenge you in every single way possible. Because look, right? You're scared someone's not going to buy your product. For me, I just see that, all right, cool. I see there's an opportunity.
Yeah.
You didn't buy my product. Why did you not buy it? What was wrong with it? What was the one thing that was the major obstacle in you not purchasing my product? Can we schedule a call? Can we have a chat? I'll keep emailing you until you don't want to speak to me. Because, you know, in sales, they say this same.
What if
right?
I don't want to take it to you?
Well, this is the thing. In sales, they say you got to keep pitching someone about 20, 30 times till they actually feel like buying your product. If you don't want to say it to me, I'll make sure I'll figure out a way. And if I don't, I'll just keep selling to someone that wants to tell me why they didn't want to buy it.
Yeah.
Because that's the best feedback you can get, right?
Yeah.
And it's the way we've all progressed. Like, it's the way you've probably progressed, the podcast that you have right now. Because Zeyn came to you, bro, what is this video that you're creating? Like, it looks like a piece of crap, bro. Why is the guy sat on the side? Like, you know, and you've improved.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, the first time maybe it didn't feel nice. You know, the first time maybe it didn't feel nice that Zayn's telling you these things are flashing and it's wrong and he's still telling you that right now. But, you know, you'll realize one day and you realize, you know, Zeyn was right. Zayn was right.
Even
you
though
know,
it's your own video.
but you know, but that's the thing, you know, it's, you know, we work through feedback.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, we become better decision makers through doing things many, many times. And that's what makes us experienced. And this is where, you know, we become better people as individuals, because, you know, once we're experienced in making the right decisions, and I feel decision making is probably one of the biggest skills you can have in life. And people think, wait, but it's not hard to say yes or no. Someone asks me something, say yes or no. But it's essentially where we all are in life and why we're all unique as human beings is because of the decisions that we make and what we say yes to and what we say no to.
But I want to expand on that a little bit. It's not really a closed question in terms of decision making in the context that we're talking right now. It's actually deciding on something and then embarking on this journey and seeing it through. Because when you say yes to something, so let's say you go, Yomba, can we go bungee jumping? That yes doesn't mean I'm going to jump right now. That yes means I have to sleep in fear for tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, we have to get into that car, drive whatever hour, 2 hours to this place, get strapped into a harness, and then jump off. Remember, there was a time where we were going to do bungee jumping in the London Eye.
Bro, London Eye, that's not even bungee jumping, bro.
Yeah, okay. But it
What
was
are you jumping on?
It was a crane, bro. You forgot. You forgot me and
London,
you. We were there, bro. And it was, bro, what are you talking about? It was like 40 meters. That's no joke, 40 meters, bro. I work in construction.
Jump 120 meters, cuz. Say something.
All right, so
Get me.
Yeah, into the abyss, yeah. Anyways, so 40 meters, it was about 40 meters, which is high.
I swear you said you were on it.
Yeah, so let me finish making the story, bro. The reason why I was on it is because we just stumbled on it. We were driving, we were looking for parking at London Eye, the Millennium Dome, those who are my age. And then we were like, oh, what man's are jumping off cranes? What the hell is this? We parked, we signed up, if you remember. We signed up. Now that is how I live my life. If I stumble in it, there isn't much of a process of thinking, come on, I'm excited, I hyped you, wanted to do it, Abu wanted to do it. I think my little brother was there as well, but Wally. And we signed up, and alhamdulillah, we didn't do it. Why? Because it got dark, remember?
Yeah.
And we were walk-ins. So they were doing the pre-booked first, and they told us to wait, and then they're like, we're not, you can't do it, it's dark, and you was walking. And I was like, oh, alhamdulillah. Because as time went, I got nervous. But let me ask you this, I want to talk about entrepreneurship, yeah? Why should a person become an entrepreneur, bro? Should someone become an entrepreneur? And why?
So you know what? It's a good question, actually, because I feel right now we live in times where you look down if you're not an entrepreneur. You know, people are constantly saying, you know, ditch that 9 to 5, you know, be your own boss. But they don't realize that when you first start your business, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm your customer.
Yeah.
I'm your boss. I dictate how I want things done.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You know, you're just creating another job for yourself. And the thing is, I have friends that are very successful, having a 9-to-5 job. And I've got friends, who are successful doing their own business. For me, the key thing is happiness. Find what works for you, find what makes you happy. Like, I don't need holidays. I get people telling me all the time, bro, you know what, you need to go on a holiday, you need some time. I'm like, but why? I love the life that I live right now. I get to travel.
Yeah, because you travel all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, but at the end of the day, I've created this opportunity for myself.
Exactly.
I've not found someone to like be my messiah and say to me, Zeyn, today you're going to start traveling the whole world and you're going to make money. No, I found the opportunity myself. I scaled up on the opportunity. At times, like, I sacrificed a lot of family time.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the time when I went with a group, we cycled to Hajj. Well, the teaser is I didn't really cycle. I was in the van a little bit, but it was still a crazy journey, man.
Cycle to Hajj, right?
Yeah, to Saudi Arabia. We went through 17 countries, and things like that are the sacrifices I've made. Staying away from my family for over 2 months. Being in like situations where, like, bro, I genuinely thought I wouldn't come home. Like, where you're having the military all like pointing guns at you.
Yeah.
Due to like racism and hating the fact that you're Muslim. That's why, you gotta, this happened in Bosnia, by the way. It's a crazy story, man.
Was it Bosnia or Serbia?
It was Bosnia, but it's crazy.
Border.
Bosnia is like Israel and Palestine, where you've got Serbs occupying the land.
Yes.
And we were in Serbian territory and they saw we're Muslim, and long story short, we had the military like escorting us out. And then we went to Montenegro. It was crazy, man. But I've made it to tell the tale. Survive.
No, actually tell the tale, bro.
Yeah, man.
I want tell you just brushed over it right now. Let's start from the beginning, right? How was it? Where did you get stopped? Why did you get stopped? How did you get out of it? How did you survive? And I know we're brushing over the entrepreneurship, but you brought it up. Let's hear the story, bro.
No, but I mean, just before we go into that, I really want to sort of say that do what makes you happy. Just to summarize entrepreneurship, whether it's a job, whether it's entrepreneurship, find your passion.
Yes.
Whatever you do it the best that you can. Don't give up. Just keep following it through right till then. You'll get there. But saying that, now back to this. It's one of the, probably one of the most craziest travel journeys I did. It was way back in 2019. Had an opportunity from a friend who's become a friend. That's how we met. A guy called Haroon Motor. He got in touch with me, said to me, shout out to Haroon, man. Big up. Got me a free Hajj trip and that.
Hopefully we get him on the show. Got to talk about as well.
So he reached out. Hey, you do videography. We've got a group going out to like they're going out to Saudi Arabia through 17 countries, covering 4,000 miles.
Yeah.
Do you want to film them? I'm like, yeah, sounds crazy. Went back home to my family. They're like, yo, you crazy? I'm like, when? They're like, in 2 weeks. I'm like, well, I said in 2 weeks, and they're like, whoa. I'm like, you know what? I got to do it, man.
Yeah.
And, it's my opportunity to perform Hajj. And, my family was super against it. And, slowly, like even it was one of those decisions where like, I'm not going to lie, I was scared, bro. I was so fearful. I was so scared. I'm like, am I doing the right thing? Like 2-3 months away from my family, I'm going to miss them. Like, I just kind of like got my feet together in terms of like being self-employed and getting clients, but now I'm leaving this and I'm going to be away for like 2-3 months and I don't even know if I'm going to have internet connection. And I'm like speaking to the guys like, yo, so guys, like, what you saying? Like, where are we staying? Like, what we do? They're like, we don't know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? They're like, no, we're just doing this trip. We're going to take it as it goes. I'm like, bro, listen, like, it's a bit sketchy still. I'm like, have you got like a plan B or someone? Like, if I can't make it, they're like, nah, you've signed up. I'm like, brother, and that's the thing, man. Like, that's a good example of me just putting myself in an opportunity.
Saying yes.
Didn't know what to expect. You just say yes. Over time, I've learned to say yes to better things. Yeah. But it was something that I'm so glad I did.
Best thing.
Yeah, I'm so glad I did it because look, I did Hajj in 2019 and I've kind of given away the teaser because we did make it to Hajj. But 2020, COVID. 2021, no one could perform Hajj. 2022, same thing. And now since last year, only a few started. This year, more people are going. But we went through 17 countries and some crazy things happened in the countries. If you ask me all the countries, I've forgotten. But
talk about what happened in Bosnia.
Yeah, so I mean, So we went through quite a few countries. Bosnia, we got there. So we went from Bosnia to Montenegro to a few countries after Bosnia.
Serbia, no?
We went to Serbia after. So we went to Turkey, we went into Egypt. But when we went into Bosnia, Bosnia is beautiful, by the way, man. Honestly, like the people, they're amazing. And there's so much like crazy Ottoman culture there as well. It's such a beautiful place. It's definitely a place I 100% want to go back. But, you know, we've gone into Bosnia and we're cycling through from like west to east. And now we're cycling. And then like, you know, if you follow me at Zeyn Lambat. You know, I love posting on social media. I love posting like, you know, my journey through life. Like, I'm quite restrictive over the things I do put up. But one thing I love showing is that, you know, what I do on a day-to-day life and how I get by. And that's what I did with this trip. I vlogged the whole journey on my Instagram. And now we got to this one city and it really struck me because it was weird. Like we've got there. We were first struggling to find a place to pray. And, you know, Bosnia, everyone thinks it's a Muslim country. And I'm like, wait, we're in a Muslim country. How are we not seeing a single mosque? So we're going around. We just about found a mosque. Small mosque, very small. Wasn't packed, just a few people. And then we've gone to pray at the mosque. Now we've come out. Obviously, you know, some people are in the jubbas, kanzus, you guys call it. And we've had some people just come up to us like face to face like this, like, yo. And, you know, they're Bosnian, Serbian or whatever they were. And we didn't really understand them. They're just looking at us, giving us dirty looks. Yeah. Now, one thing I used to do when I used to vlog things on social, I used to always put like the location because I wanted my family to know where I was. You know, when I had the chance to like keep everyone around me updated, it was through social media. I ain't got time to message 20, 30 people like, hey, I'm here. Yeah. Follow my Instagram. This is where I am. Now, some girl I went to college with, she popped up. I said, yo, what you doing in that city? I'm like, why? What's wrong with this city? She's like, that is like a Serbian territory. And yo, like, I just had like everything just started adding up. Like, yo, the way the people are looking at us. You know, we saw Serbian flags on like top of houses. Yeah. And then I asked her like, but we're not in Serbia. It's like, no, it's occupied by Serbs. Wow. I was like, no way. I'm like, I didn't even know this about Bosnia. Like, no one speaks about this. They're like, yeah, that's why the massacre of Srebrenica happened. And this is the outcome of it. And the story gets crazier, by the way, yeah? So I thought, all right, cool. Like, I told the guys, like, guys, we need to get out of here. And no one knew this story, by the way. No one knew that we were in Serb territory. So I said, this is a problem right now. And we need to get out ASAP because the people here don't like us. And we're lucky. Like, we've just been walking around right now thinking we're in a Muslim town, but like, these lot want to kill us. Like, we need to get out ASAP. Yeah. Get out. So anyways, next day, we've left, we've gone. And then we didn't realize, well, actually, this time we were a bit more better prepared. But we realized we're going into another Serb city after about 2 days. After about 1-2 days, but we realized we're now going into another Serb city. And now we're going into this city. This time we were a bit more prepared. But like, you know, sometimes, you know, emotions run high. So one of the brothers, you know, as he got through he was like, Allahu Akbar. No way. Know, through a village. And then, you know, some of the villagers heard this and they thought, yo, what's this guy saying?
Wait. Why did he say Allahu Akbar?
You know, just out of like, he just said it like because he just felt happy, you know, because, you know, you've been cycling for like 80 miles, 90 miles, you know, you've gone through the trenches, bro. Yeah. And, you know, you're going through all these hills, like, it's like a sense of achievement. Now, obviously, with myself, I was, you know, doing the marketing for the whole trip as well, you know, trying to get it all out there. Yeah. So part of that, I got in touch with a lot of journalists and, you know, I saw all these messages, journalists like, hey, have you got a place to stay? Because, you know, we winged this whole journey. We didn't know where we were staying each night, where we were eating. Yeah. We had a small budget. We tried to work with that. But sometimes it was literally just camping outside, man. And so I got in touch with this Bosnian journalist and he said to me, yo, come to my friend's house. Yeah. He'll host you guys and you guys can camp in his garden. So I thought, you know what, alhamdulillah, that's amazing. Best case. And he said to us like, look, you are in Serb territory. And we were a bit more like prepared now. We're like, no, that's fine. That's cool. We'll chill there. That's cool. We'll lay low. Yeah. Now remember I said to you, my friend, one of the brothers shouted Allahu Akbar. So we've got to this house.
Man thinks it's Umar
Bro,
Khattab out here.
Bro, these guys were amazing, bro. We got there, put down a full like mat on the floor. You know, all these kind of like different Bosnian foods and like, you know, these cheese pastries was amazing. Boom, heard a knock on the door. Police rocked up. Not Bosnian police, Serbian police, bro. They've rocked up. And I don't know what they were saying. So one of the brothers has gone outside. He's come back in after 15, 20 minutes. He's like, guys, we need to leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
It's at night time as well.
This is at night, by the way. Yeah. So imagine these brothers have been cycling for like 8, 9 hours, about 80, 90 miles. And they're now being told about 8 o'clock at night, you need to leave. Where are we going to go? We're in Serb territory. We don't even have anywhere to stay. So obviously we were trying to like, you know, tell these guys like, look guys, we're calm. You don't need to like do this like this way.
Did they ask you who you were?
Yeah, they're asking us who we are, what we're doing. And you know what it is? You know, once they hear you're Muslim, bro, they don't care.
Done.
They're done. They're done. They don't care what you are. Probably the only lifeline we had was our British passports. But that's about it, right? Now, they've said to the brother whose house it was that if these guys do not leave, we're going to burn your house.
No way.
Now imagine that, bro. The police are saying that to this guy, yeah? Now obviously it's been a reality check for us, like, yo, but boys, we need to leave.
Yeah.
But now imagine what he's done, yeah? So he slid us a key undercover when you come back in the house. I take this key. There's a mosque that we don't use to pray.
Yeah.
Because it's too dangerous for us. But go there, sneak in, stay there and leave first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And then you can head down to Montenegro, the border. We're like, all right, cool, calm. So now, bro, it's about 11 at night now. Because obviously we tried negotiating with the police. Tried letting them, we needed to use a loo. We had to finish our food. And they were a bit more understanding in that sense. I gave it to them. But obviously they're under the impression now that we're leaving Serbia. We're heading straight to the border, right?
Yeah.
So we're cycling, going to this mosque.
Yeah.
And bro, wallahi, this mosque was crazy, bro. Like, you know, it felt like a horror movie. Bro, imagine, yeah? So we're here and about 10 meters into the entrance is the mosque. The grass is about this high. And you can tell that no one's been there for ages.
Jeepers creepers.
And bro, it was midnight by now, yeah? So obviously we've all planned like, you know what, we're going to leave early morning. We just want to get out of here because the experience has been like traumatic, bro.
Yeah.
But I remember like, you know, when I'm in the mosque, like I've gone outside to use the loo and I realized I walked into like a janaza room, bro. And I realized they use this mosque just for janazas.
No way.
Just when people die.
Yeah.
And like it was smelling, bro. And it was like, bro, it just felt scary, man. And bro, wallahi, this night it was like not -5, about 3 degrees, 3 degrees. Now, if you go through Serbia, you see like it's all lush, it's all green, and Serbians have that sort of style to like look after the landscape. Yeah. And they look after it very well. I give it to them. I've fallen asleep, bro, about 4 or 5 in the morning, heard a knock on the door. Open the door, look outside. The police are there, military trucks are there, there's guns there. They're like, you guys need to leave right now. Bro, wallahi, I thought I'm never going to see my family again. Bro, you've got guns pointing at you. And you've literally got like minutes just to like put your stuff on and get ready. And like, and it made me rethink my life. Like, have I made the right decision right now? Like, am I even going to make it for Hajj?
But subhanAllah, like this sort of thing is like, if you remember the seerah of the Prophet when he had to escape, Mecca to go Medina, the trials and tribulations he went through. So this is similar what you guys.
No, exactly that, man. But the story's not even ended there, bro.
Let's go.
It gets even crazier, bro.
Let's go.
So now we're getting escorted now.
Yeah.
Bro, literally we're going through, and you know how I told you about the nice landscape? Bro, trees, you see like guns pointing at us, bro. Yeah. Like, yo, you like all snipe. I don't know what they were, but it just didn't look nice.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say they were snipers. They might have not. It might have just been a guy with binoculars, but bro, it looked hella scary, bro.
Yeah.
And we go in. So now we've got to the Montenegro border, and they've now about 100 meters before they've left. It's like, you guys go, leave. So we've left. Now, bro, we're leaving the EU now. We don't have data on our phones. We've not planned for all this, by the way, yeah? Every night before, we'd plan what our route's going to be the next day. Now we've not planned.
Yeah.
Bro, I was so lucky, bro, that one of the brothers, before I left from the UK, gave me some international SIM where I'd have some credit. So we've all got there. No one's had nothing on their phones apart from me. Now, I didn't know where we were going, bro. Now, I've gone onto Google Maps, found like, you know, when you find like a little line going into like, like through Montenegro into Serbia. I was like, yo, I think that's the road. Like, guys, let's go there, bro. Went there. And bro, we've literally went through a forest. There's forest and there's people telling us, you guys need to be careful. There's unexploded landmines here from the war.
What? It just keeps getting better.
And bro, it just keeps getting worse. And now, you know, there's a van following us. Like, that's our van.
People on bikes.
Yeah, and people on bikes, and people are going through this like sort of terrestrial. We see graves everywhere of people that have died in the war, and we're seeing this all firsthand. Like the side that you've never, ever, ever seen on TV.
This needs to be a film, bro.
Yeah, man. And we've seen all this craziness, and it's mad, bro. Like, I'm just thinking like, yo, like anytime right now, I could go onto something and I will explode. And bro, like, imagine the roads are probably as narrow as this table and we're trying to squeeze a van through there. And now there were brothers that were getting injured. Then eventually they got so tired, because remember, these brothers have not slept and they're trying to cycle. And now we've put everyone in the van and we're trying to get through. And bro, long story short, we managed to get out the forest. Now, border police came to us. They found us.
How you smuggling?
They're like, yo, how are you guys in Serbia right now? Wait, I'm like, bro, I thought we were in Montenegro. Like, you've left Montenegro. You're in Serbia now. We're like, bro, please.
Way.
Yeah, so we actually, so when we navigated our way out the forest. So
you're running away from the Serbia occupied area, trying to make yourself Montenegro, but you just went back into mainstream.
Now we've gone into Serbia. This is crazy, yes. The border police are like, now we need to go back.
Oh, no,
I'm like,
not that
bro,
again.
I'm like, look, guys, like, you probably, I know you don't like us. I didn't say that, but I said, just give us some direction on where to go right now. 5 hours after that, we finally made it into Montenegro. You know, the craziest thing is, we got there, and there were some ladies. They're like, oh, come here. We're like, oh yeah, man, it's been a crazy journey. Obviously, they didn't really understand us. We didn't really understand them.
Yeah.
And there was one girl, I remember, she came out after. She's like, she could speak a bit of English. So she comes up to us, she's like, oh, are you guys going to Europe? I'm like, nah, we're leaving Europe, woman. What do you think we are? They're like, no. You know, you get a lot of people here. They're refugees.
Yeah. They're making their way.
They're actually making their way, and we stop them and we feed them. I'm like, subhanAllah, that's amazing. So they thought we were refugees, and they treated us as refugees, and they thought we were immigrants trying to flee from another country, and they were feeding us because of that. When they heard our journey, man, like, they fed us like kings, bro.
Because you were going home, really. You're going
and to summarize the story, we went into Serbia, and Serbia was not as bad as occupied Serbs. That's one thing I will say, man, which really surprised me, because I thought,
that's how it is, isn't it?
After the experience in occupied Serbia, when we were in occupied Bosnia, when we went into Serbia, it was not bad at all, man.
Occupied areas are always like crazy areas. Yeah, man. But bro, that's a crazy story.
Yeah.
Now, let's plug our sponsor for today's podcast. As you can see, guys, we are in a different studio. The owner of this studio also owns a restaurant chain called Munchies. Now, he asked us to try some of the burgers and just for us to review and see how it is. So I've got a burger here. And I'm going to ask man like Zeyn to try this burger, Bismillah, and let us know what you think, bro. Munchies, bro. Bismillah.
Munchies. Let's try them. You know what it is?
Yeah.
So these lot were actually, well, you know, the reason we're here, actually a client of mine, but I've not really tried their food much, surprisingly, because, you know, when you're so busy with work,
it's looking nice, bro.
You sometimes don't really get the opportunity. But, you know, let's show the viewers what this is. I think this might be a dipped chicken burger. So let's get it out.
It's looking succulent.
Look at that. You know, look at the chicken. Ooh. Yeah. Should we go for a bite, yeah?
Go ahead, Bismillah. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's have a bite. Let's see what he's saying.
What are you telling me?
Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
Munchies, yeah. Shout out to Munchies.
One thing I can say, because I've tried their food in the past.
Yeah.
It's 100% improved a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what?
Another bite.
Yeah, of course, man. Eat it. While you eat it, I haven't really said where Munchies is, you know. So you can find Munchies in Sheffield, and they have locations all over. What I will do on this episode, I will attach their website, their Instagram, so anyone who's interested and wants to try this succulent burger, and I think they have the chicken, you have the smash burger, you can just find it in the link attached to this video. What are you saying, Yomba?
Bro, it's nice.
All right, man.
Probably the wrong time to finish it right now.
Let's put that away.
I've just been munching away, bro.
You have water there?
Tissue, please, bro. Yeah, I've got some.
Yes, sir.
My iced tea.
Well, that burger's looking nice, man. Ooh. Okay, yeah, have some tissue.
Don't even scoff it down after when the cameras are off.
Right. I want to talk to you about something.
Go on.
Now,
Hit me with it.
I am going to hit you with this one, bro. Now, when I speak to you, a lot of things that you say to me, and I know you, it's not about animosity. This is what you always say to me. Yomba, my time is... No, you don't say time is money. My time is money, innit? You always say my time is money. And when you say that to me, I get so pissed off. Not because you are saying it. It's because let's say, what is it? The perception of time is money. I'm probably never going to understand it. And I'm not someone who's talking out of ignorance. You know my background's in construction, right? And I have a master's in construction project management. And part of project management is calculating time and costs. And as far as I know, when it comes to time and costs, it's a lean type of calculation that adds value. Now, I cannot take that formula, which is I've actually been trained to calculate, and apply it to a human being. I can apply it to a project where there's brick and mortar and we're calculating production on manpower and allocating resources. I can also apply it in manufacturing, where you want to calculate how quick you can manufacture something in terms of units. But how do I calculate, and I know you're about to explain it, how do I calculate it holistically to an individual? And I've said this to my cousin. I haven't made it yet in life. Yeah, inshallah, I'll make it one day. But if I ever tell you, yo, my time is money, bro, and I'm in front of you, I want you to smack me right on my face, right in the middle of my face. You know those cold slaps, and then it's like your nose is a bit tingly. I want that, because if I ever say that to you, I've lost the plot. And this is not personal to you. So let's talk about that, bro. Because you know what? I don't want to say anymore because I have more points to make. When you say that, what do you mean?
So I don't actually mean time is money, but it's a figure of speech.
You say my time is money, bro.
But it's a figure of speech, right? But one thing I will say is my time is extremely valuable. I think, we get to a stage in life where, you realize how valuable time is.
Yes.
Of
course.
Time is moving so fast. Like, we can easily say between each other, like just yesterday, we were kicking like a little football around. And now, we're grown adults. We're trying to like sort of progress things in life that we would have never imagined at a young age.
SubhanAllah, it's true.
And the thing is, with me, one of the biggest things I've learned through, my progression in, working, going to university, now, self-employment, trying to start like companies, businesses, discipline. And I don't have someone telling me to do A, B, and C. I've got to say it to myself. And one thing I've learned is that every time I wake up first thing in the morning, I always try and challenge my biggest tasks, right? If you ask me something first thing in the morning, I'll say, bro, I am not free. You ask me the same thing later on in the day, I probably will say I am free, because I managed to eliminate certain tasks that were fogging my mind. But it's my sort of, like, whenever I wake up every morning, I always make sure all my tasks are written down. I have a strict to-do list. I'll make sure everything's written down, and I'll make sure everything gets ticked off. And it's a character that, you'll probably get like a similar sort of a description about me through people that I work with, people that, work with me, people that are my friends. They'll say, look, in the morning, Zeyn is focused. One thing is, I try and stay calm and composed, but I like to be very focused on what my goals are and what I'm trying to achieve.
Let's say calm and composed.
Yeah, man.
But I know you, innit? Listen, I know you, mashallah. You can do things in 2 seconds that other people take hours to do, especially when it's got to do with like editing, even not just editing, just sorting things out, mashallah. because I told you, I don't know if you like to think of yourself, you are an entrepreneur, but you're more of a technician as far as I'm concerned. And you're actually, if someone were to employ you, you're a technician up for hire. Now, the technicians I'll go back to construction, my own experience. The technicians are the most valuable people in a project, not just during production while we're building, even during planning stages, because without the input of technicians, we don't know how to plan. We don't know how to allocate monies. We don't know how to subcontract and stuff like that. So I know how fast you work, bro. Now, let's go into like most people who are entrepreneurs, and you are one, inshallah, more to come, inshallah. May Allah bless you. Bless all of us.
Bless us all, man.
People always say that I am looking for financial freedom, right? The way I live my life, alhamdulillah, I don't have a lot of money, but I feel like I've already have financial freedom with the small amount of money that I have. Because alhamdulillah, I don't have to wake up a certain time. I don't have to go to sleep a certain time. I can say tomorrow I'm going to go Zanzibar for 6 months. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I'm building certain things, but I can and I'm able to. I can move to Malaysia tomorrow. Alhamdulillah, by way of Allah. I have financial freedom with a smaller amount of money that I have. Now, is it really financial freedom where you have to apply certain type of discipline? Is it really freedom?
I mean, the thing is, look, as human beings, we can never really be free, right? And it comes to something I've said in my last podcast. Like, as human beings, we've got to keep evolving. We've got to keep building greatness around us. We've got to keep making people around us greater than we are. And if we're not leading by example, what example are we setting for like the new generation, right? For me, for example, if I'm just like traveling, going away and not really doing good and giving back to the world, what benefit am I giving to society? Does that make sense? So now, with that being said, for me, like for everyone, financial freedom is a different definition. We all have different lifestyles.
Subjective.
We all have different things that we want to do. For some people, they travel very simple. Some people like traveling in luxury. At the end of the day, for me,
you like to travel in luxury.
I mean, not necessarily in luxury, but I like to. You see, money is not the goal for me. Money, unfortunately, fortunately, is a tool that I need to get to where I am. And then it's not just money that's the tool. There's a lot of other factors. Spiritual discipline.
Yeah.
Being a good Muslim.
Yes.
Being very disciplined in like my daily activities. It's the tool where I see myself in life and what I aspire, like my children one day, to be, my family, who I want to inspire one day to sort of, be these, do great things in life, be an example to people. Don't chase money. Don't chase, the best profession in life.
Yeah.
Do something where you're actually going to make a difference.
All right, let's get into it, bro. When I call you and I've relocated from East London to the Midlands, and alhamdulillah, I don't have many friends. I have a few, and you're one of them. And I don't have, in fact, I can count on my hand how many friends I have here. And I say, Yomba, what are you doing, bro? Come. And it's in the evening, and this is what you say to me. Man, I have to sleep early, bro. And you're not the only one. Even my other friends, I have to sleep early, bro, now, because I have to make sure I wake up and stuff like that. And I think, and this has always been my thought, like, I'm not employed anymore. Why do I have to sleep early? Because I have my own ideology around this. But why, and I'll say after your one, why do you feel that you have to sleep early in order to wake up early and to action out all your items that you're doing the next day?
So for me, I like to wake up early, right? So I like to sort of be up first thing in the morning. It's the time I work where I get the least distractions. The clients that I work with are available from, 9 a.m.
Yes.
till about, 5, 6 p.m. And that's the operations majority of the world applies. And maybe you might disagree, but the people I'm doing business with, that's the time schedule. That's the schedule they're operating. And you know what it is, bro? I like to see daylight. Daylight's good for our skin, gives us vitamin D. The lack of daylight, is leading us to so many health problems. And people don't realize just going outside.
Why do you have to sleep early for daylight though?
Huh?
Where's your social life? Why? Because you're working throughout the day, right? and your only social life.
But this is
in
the thing.
evening. So
This is
why
the
do you have
thing.
to sleep early?
But I enjoy what I do. That's my social life. The things I do on a day-to-day life is people's side hustles on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's things that they enjoy that they wish to do full time.
So you're saying your social life is your work?
My social, I work every hour of the day.
I know. So
I
why
work
do you
when
have
I'm
to sleep
sleeping.
early?
I work when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
But for me, I value rest.
Yeah.
I value sleep and I value good sleep. I know that if I sleep early, I can get a full 8 hours. I don't want to operate on 5-6 hours. You know, why am I just going to sleep so less, shave years off my life of dying soon? And, you know, I feel like it's selfish to your family because your family want to see you for as long as you can. And,
So,
you know,
so what are you saying if you sleep longer?
no, I mean, studies have clearly shown, I can't really name the exact study right now, but good sleep leads to a very healthy lifestyle, right?
Yes.
At the end of the day, you know, right now, I'm at an age and a stage in life where sleep is more important than anything.
How many
But
hours do
I
you
value
think is a
sleep
good
over
sleep?
making money.
How many hours do you think is a good sleep?
For me, I need to have 8 hours of sleep.
And what's recommended? 8, 6 hours or more?
I don't
9
know
hours?
what's recommended. I don't go by recommendations. I go what works for me, bro.
Yeah.
For me, I'm saying 8 hours works for me. When
So
I've
you've
slept for
tried
8
it out,
hours, I wake up, I'm hitting the gym. I'm you know, I'm feeling good, man.
So we know in it. We know that it's been recommended. It's all over that 8 hours is good amount of sleep, right? And this is my take on it, and it goes back to financial freedom, right? And another thing is we as Muslims we shouldn't have our own definitions. We should follow the guidance that our Creator has given us, and the way the Prophet led his life, how he lived his life. If you look in the Middle East, Oman, I don't want to say Dubai too much. Let's say Oman because it's got the traditional, it's still there. Even places like Malaysia and stuff, you know. You see after Isha prayer, which is around 8:30, 9ish, everyone's out. From Dhuhr time, which is about 12, right, to Asr time, which is about maybe about 3:30, 4:30, no one is out. And this is when the sun is at its peak in these places, yeah? And that's where people sleep around that time, right? So you have, what we've been told is after Fajr time, you should start work after Fajr time, which is 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. or 6 a.m. The problem living in the Western, where we live in the Western world, these times change pertaining to sunlight hours. But let's say in the ideal world, from 5:30 to 6, you're up. Doesn't matter what time you went to sleep. This is how I live my life. From Fajr time, I'm up till midday, Dhuhr time. Because alhamdulillah, because I lived in the Middle East, I have this already. Dhuhr time, I sleep. So I sleep maybe 3.5 hours. Yeah? And then that is that. No, it's not even a power nap. You're supposed to sleep around that time. You wake up Asr, you pray Asr, pray Maghrib, and then you go on all the way to past midnight. Because if you wanted that social life, you'll have it after Isha. I'm not saying it's a must, but a lot of people, if you look online, a lot of people struggle in the Middle East because if they do want a social life, they have to have it after Isha, and they're not used to it because they come from a 9 to 5. So it's the lack of presence of people sleeping during the day, I feel like. Because I'm not saying you shouldn't wake up early. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you shouldn't sleep early because you can make up so let's say you only get 4.5 hours or 5 hours of sleep. You could make that up in what you're supposed to do from Dhuhr to Asr time, which is 2.5 hours. And I feel like that's what we've been told to do.
I agree to a certain extent. Of course, like, you know, we live in Western culture. We are told to follow certain Western residual rules, as they say, rules that are not actually written, but rules that are there, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're there, you're basically, you know, you're working 9 to 5. Your kids are probably going to be available after 5, after they've been to school. But look, for me, bro, you put me in bed for 3 hours and you wake up, like, I can't think. You know, for me, first thing in the morning, my brain needs to be optimum. You know, I'm making my biggest decisions when I wake up first thing in the morning. I have to have a less distraction as possible, and I need to be working at 100 miles an hour. As crazy as it sounds, I probably only work at high efficiency for like 2-3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because that happens first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm working first thing in the morning. I'm working super fast. I'm getting things done like literally at a high pace.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm performing my best essentially.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, we have to wrap it up, bro, because we're running out of time. We'll pick this up. We'll pick this up another time. It's a good conversation.
3 minutes.
It's a good conversation to have. Right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, for listening. I told you, we've got so much to speak about. My boy here, my brother, Mam Yomba, we get into it, and these are the best of relationships because we challenge each other all the time. Not only do we challenge each other, we help each other. And the help, alhamdulillah, is more that I'm getting more than that I'm giving. But inshallah, I'll be giving one day. So guys, again, if you want to know more about Zeyn, his website and links and everything will be attached to this video and will be attached to the audio on iTunes. Zeyn has many companies we spoke about in the first podcast, especially creatives. This is what he does, and inshallah, thank you again, Yomba.
It's been a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, I'm Yomba.
Always love my
all right,
bro.
man. Jazakallah
for everything, and wish you the best in life.
Thank you, Yomba, man.
Nah, it's been a pleasure. Come, assalamu alaikum.
Woo, how long was that?